ASOS, Arush here. Conformity, a word you might have heard, synonymous with peer pressure. The act of doing as others do in an effort to blend in. It's very prevalent in modern society, but is it bad? Today, I'm going to be answering the question that literally nobody asked. You're welcome. Peer pressure is generally seen as this instrument of the devil. Something that, if done, will send you to the depths of hell and back. But if you think about it, conformity is just something that tells us to go with the flow, to fit in. Another word for this is herd immunity, which is found in animal species that travel in big groups. The logic behind it is that if you're in a large group, the chance of you getting eaten is lower. Fun! So if there's a genetic reason why peer pressure is a thing, why did we evolve with it? Because genetics. By the way, this is my opinion, so don't get your feathers rustled too much. I think the most common place where people refer to peer pressure as bad and corruptive is in the case of teen parties. Someone's parents are gone on vacay and suddenly there's this huge party. You show up to the front door and immediately there are drunk kids everywhere partying to the hit single Watch Me Whip by Silent O. And then you see the punch bowl and you're like, I want me some of that. And boom, you're an alcoholic. But it's not really that simple or dramatic. The CDC published a report about a year ago which kind of talks about alcoholism and it helps illustrate my point. I'll leave any sources I use in the description. So it says that 60.4% of teenagers had ever had a sip of alcohol in their entire lives, which in itself is sort of mind-blowing because online media has taught us that teenagers cannot be trusted. 29.8% currently drink, which is defined by at least one drink of alcohol on at least one day during the 30 days before the survey. So assuming that most of these 60% of people had been pressured into drinking, that means about half of all kids peer pressured into drinking don't even continue it. And there's more. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, adolescents continue drinking for a lot of reasons, like view on alcoholism, rebelliousness, environmental factors, and even your genes. That's right, alcoholism is partially linked to your DNA. So saying that peer pressure is to attribute for teenage drinking is misleading, and it's quite ignorant to blame peer pressure and walk away, when we should be addressing the issues that cause teenage drinking in the first place. Now, Disney Channel has taught us that being ourselves will solve all our problems, and that people will totally accept you if you just be yourself. Man, rock on, dude. And that's a really wholesome message. It's also really stupid. In real life, we're usually always conforming to other people's expectations, whether we think it or not. You want that new jacket because you think it'll make you look cool. You want to go to that party because everyone else is going. You want friends. I was once like that. But this expectation that you should always be yourself, I think is just ridiculous. So what'd we learn here? Peer pressure is okay, and I'm bad at expressing opinions. The point in the end is that blaming everything on peer pressure does nothing. And my point here wasn't that peer pressure does nothing bad, and I totally agreed that there are probably horrible things that have happened because someone was like, we should follow each other. But in the end, everything is subjective, so who cares what I think, am I right?